Happy Friday! Yay, it's almost the weekend. So today I want to talk a little bit more about meal planning and meal prepping. And guys, I'm not just preaching to you, I am preaching to myself because I do well for so long and then I don't. And the benefits of meal planning and meal prepping are amazing. Multiple reasons. It doesn't have to be a fitness thing. For me, it's kind of a mixture of a bunch of things. One, it's time, okay? I have 3 kids. They all are into something after school. We're always running around and doing stuff, and so it's really hard to be able to come home and want to cook and cook something that's healthy, that takes a little bit longer. And then 2, it saves you money because if you're not constantly running to the store, you already know what you're going to have. You've already prepped it. You have everything that you need for it right at hand and you get it ready. Then you're not going to be walking down those aisles and picking stuff up because typically if you want it walking up and down aisles, you will buy junk and you'll buy twice as much stuff as you actually need. And so if you stick to a meal plan and you already know what you're having, simplifies your budget and it simplifies your life. Now, there's 2 ways that you can meal plan, meal prep. One way is you can just put together a menu of everything that you want, go to the store, make sure you have all those ingredients on hand and ready to go. And maybe that's all you need because you have enough time to do things and cook and such. I don't always have that luxury. And when we get home and we've got homework and kids want to play and maybe I, need to get in a little extra workout or whatever. And so we don't have time. And I also am exhausted by the end of the day. I'm 43 years old. I've got 3 kids. I'm tired. I don't want to have to spend my whole evening cooking and cleaning up. And so when I do it right, when I meal plan and meal prep, I actually go ahead and prep all my food. So like today, I'm getting all this stuff ready. I'm actually going to make a healthy beef and nachos, except that we're going to use peppers for our nachos so that we're eliminating all those carbs. And then just using ground beef with taco seasoning and then adding in a little bit of salsa if you want to put some on there, some olives. For those that want to, I won't use it because of the carbs, but you can add corn if you want to on the top. Cut up some tomatoes. I usually slice up some lettuce and throw it on there. So I just cut up the peppers. I put them on a sheet pan. I pour the taco meat over it. Then I put shredded cheese all over it and stick it in the oven. Those are things that I could actually do. Like I haven't actually meal prepped a meal plan. This is just an example of if I was going to put one together, what I would do. And for me, there's 2 ways I do it. I either like to have crock pot meals that are ready to just dump and go, or Amazon has these amazing recipe cards and you can write on them. They're just little stickers, so you peel them off. I like to prep all of my stuff, have it ready to literally just stick in the oven. So it's not actually baked yet. I like it fresh and hot, and so I like to put it, they also sell aluminum pans, and I'll add the information on here. But then I put it all together in the aluminum pan, put the lid on it because I often will put it in our deep freezer. And then I will stick one of these on here. Now look y'all, it has the recipe. It has the ingredients that you need to put in it. And then sometimes I'll put the nutritional value in there as well, especially for me trying to get back into fitness and really up my game with the diet and nutrition. And so I'll add that in there so I already know what I'm getting in my meal. And then it has directions. And so you can put on there, cook at X amount, temperature for X amount of time. And it makes it simple. So somebody can just grab it out of the thing. It's already all put together, ready to just literally put into the oven. And a lot of times we'll take it out at the beginning of the day to let it thaw. So then it literally just takes 15 to 30 minutes is typically what most of these recipes that I usually use will take. And then it also has a use by date. So I don't typically put use by, I just put when I actually made it. So then I can kind of keep up with how long that we've had it. And then also just for other things, you can buy these on Amazon, okay? They're just little portable bento boxes that actually come with silverware as well. And that's easy that you could prep a few of those, if not 5 days. And you could do all of your lunches. It's something easy that you could take to work with you if you wanted to. Also, if you're gonna be gone all day and you need multiple meals, that would be a great thing to have. For me, I would do something with more of a carnivore based and then a higher fat, maybe some nuts and cheese and some sort of protein of some kind, a meat. And then I also will add in a protein shake because I have a hard time reaching my protein goals a lot of the time and making sure that I'm really getting as many as possible. And so that's something else I would just stick in with it, would just be a protein shake. Because if you prep all of this stuff beforehand, a lot of times I can do 2 to 4 weeks in one day. And why I don't do it more often, I don't know. Like I said, I'm preaching to myself again to get back into this. But if you can do 2 to 4 weeks of meals, a lot of times when you make them in those big pans, you have enough for leftovers. So you can count that as 2 different meals for the week. And then you haven't cooked it, so it's frozen, uncooked. So when you do cook it, you could stick it back in the freezer and save it for another week. So it's fabulous. At some point, I will add in some recipes that you guys might like. But like I said, today I'm going to be making these carb-friendly nachos with the bell peppers as the nachos. But again, meal planning is fantastic if you take just an hour or 2 of your time to write down and figure out what you want to do for the week, especially if you're trying to be consistent with what you're eating for fitness and health. It really will help keep you on track. It is a time saver, it is a budget saver, and it just makes life so much easier. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you decide to meal plan and if you want any tips and ideas on what to make. Have a great weekend.